Welcome back, Hex Tribe. In this video, I'm going to explain something about MetaMask that you might not know yet, especially when it comes in relation to testnet v3 for PulseChain. So hopefully you've been playing around with the testnet v3. It just went live yesterday. Link in description below. Definitely go try it out, experiment so you know what's coming in only a matter of time. You know, it could just be weeks until the PulseChain mainnet. I have no idea. But you're going to want to familiarize yourself, and I've seen people asking this a lot online. It has to do with token allowances in MetaMask. So what are token allowances? Guys, stick around till the end of the video because I'm going to explain some useful tips about token allowances and what they are, and how they affect you and your personal security so that you can stay safe and ultimately not lose all your money, okay? Now, when you're using a smart contract for the first time, and remember, guys, PulseX is just a smart contract. Uniswap is just a smart contract. It's just software on the back end that takes care of all the swapping and trading. Different smart contracts do different things. PulseX is the trading smart contract, or the swapping one. All right, so this is what we're going to use, and let's say I'm trading PulseX for PLS. I want to swap one PulseX for PLS, but I've never done this before because it's a brand new contract and it's a brand new coin. Because I've never swapped PulseX, I first have to enable PulseX by clicking this button. Now, what does that do, guys? It pops up my MetaMask account here, and you can see right now this is something new in MetaMask. This is not unique to PulseChain testnet v3. I want to be very clear. This is something new that MetaMask added for your safety, but it also, in my opinion, also detracts from the user experience because nobody knows what the hell this means. So I'm going to explain to you what this means. Set a spending cap for your PulseX. You're going to have to do this when trading any new token or interacting with any smart contract that wants to spend tokens on your behalf. So that's what you're allowing by setting a spending cap. You're allowing the smart contract to spend X number of tokens on your behalf. Now, in the past, when you approved or enabled a coin on Uniswap, past versions of MetaMask would have just set the maximum allowance for you right away without even asking you. You would have just said, allow PulseX or allow token XYZ, and MetaMask would have just said, okay, you're allowing me, MetaMask, to spend the maximum amount of Hex in your wallet on your behalf every time you tell me to do something else. All right, does that make sense? So the default, as you can see right here, the default is going to be a crazy, crazy high number, and this would essentially be, infinite. So you're really going to have no problem approving a custom spending cap of the maximum amount or the default, which as we can see here is pretty much infinite. Like, it's a ton, right? Look at all these numbers. Now I can also click max, and this will allow the spending cap to be the maximum amount of coins I have in my wallet. Right now I only have one PulseX coin in my wallet, so the maximum in my wallet is 1. But the maximum that I can possibly spend is basically infinity, right? Or some just crazy high number. And if you just read the box, it basically tells you guys. So I just want to explain this, but you can just read it too. This allows the contract to spend all your token balances until it reaches the cap or until you revoke the spending cap manually. If this is not intended, consider setting a lower spending cap. Now guys, this really only matters for smart contracts that you don't trust. So for Uniswap and PulseX, it's pretty much trusted. It's pretty much fine. It's very highly audited code because Uniswap v2 is what PulseX was forked off of. It ran without a hitch for many, many years. It's super audited, super safe. Uniswap v3 is the same exact way. Super safe, super trusted. But you have to worry about this, guys, when you're interacting with random smart contracts, random scammy coins or games that people are going to throw these games at you on PulseChain all day long. So I want you to be prepared and realize what you're doing when you're setting a custom spending cap. This is totally fine to do. Again, it's totally fine when you're on trusted smart contracts, when you're on PulseX, Uniswap, whatever. This is not okay to do on just any old smart contract or any old link that somebody sends you. So if you approve a custom spending cap on, let's say, a scammy smart contract, well, you could basically allow that smart contract to flush all the coins out of your wallet, steal all your money, and then you're going to be a very sad boy indeed. But right now, I'm going to just simply go through the setting a maximum spending cap for PulseX. And it costs me almost nothing because gas fees are dirt cheap on PulseChain testnet v3. And it should take about less than 10 seconds for this thing to go through. So yeah, guys, it's a two-step process. There you go. It went through in less than 10 seconds, maybe 6 seconds. And you have to enable the coin before you can swap it. It's just 2 buttons, guys. It's not that hard. And then it's going to come up and be another gas fee. Now, on Uniswap, gas fees are a real pain in the butt. On PulseX, gas fees are almost non-existent, right? 0.00009 pulse, like super cheap. All right, transaction submitted, and then boom, I've just traded my PLSX back for PLS. Now, I've heard some people saying, oh, this is a new thing in PulseX. Okay, it's not a new thing in PulseChain at all. This actually exists also over on Uniswap. So let's connect to Uniswap. And this is also true on Uniswap v3 as well. See, you have to approve the use of the coin before you can actually spend the coin. And by approving it, it's now also going to come up with a custom spending cap. So it doesn't matter what network you're on, Ethereum, PulseChain. A custom spending cap is where you have to decide, do I want to just allow it to spend infinite, use default and let it spend infinite amount of hex? Do I want to just let it spend the maximum amount of hex in my wallet? And guys, if you choose a spending cap that is, let's say, 1,047, right? So let's say my spending cap is 1,000 hex tokens today. Well, that means if I want to try selling 3,000 hex tokens in the future, I have to redo the spending cap. I have to pay another gas fee and approve a higher amount. That's why when it comes to safe smart contracts, it's much, much easier just to approve an infinite amount right from the get-go. Because if you approve any lower amount, well then anytime you come back later and you want to mess around with trading higher amounts than your initial limit that you set for yourself, it's just going to cost you one more gas fee. So save yourself the trouble in this particular case. But not in every case, right? Not in every case, just in the case of trusted smart contracts like Uniswap and PulseX. So this is how you stay safe out there, guys. This is how you stop losing all your money. And I really don't want this to happen to anybody by approving, a crazy infinite spending limit on some smart contract that nobody's ever heard of that turns out to be a blatant scam, right? Now, a lot of smart contracts won't even ask you for custom allowances, okay? So it's a red flag already if a smart contract asks you to approve a spending cap, because that means you're giving the smart contract permission, right? You're giving your permission away and letting the smart contract spend tokens on your behalf. Now, smart contracts with no admin keys, no backdoors, no middlemen, no corrupt software, no bugs, totally fine, right? But if there's a middleman or some evil, genius behind the curtain, you're basically just signing over your rights for somebody nefarious to take all your money. So be careful with this. When you see this, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but it means that you need to make sure the app is safe before you approve your limits. And again, I'll repeat it one more time. PulseX and Uniswap, these swapping apps are fine because they've been audited and tested and running perfectly for many, many years, including PulseX, because again, PulseX is simply a fork of Uniswap v2, same code. So really nothing to worry about. But again, this is a new thing in MetaMask where previously they would just automatically, Uniswap would just automatically approve the maximum limit. Now it's allowing you to choose the limit, which is good because it gives the user more flexibility, but it also confuses a lot of people, right? And that's also very confusing for new people. So a little more safety at the cost of a little less user experience. I guess that's the trade-off here that they're going with the MetaMask team. I like it, but I just want to explain to you guys what it means so you're not confused. And so again, that you realize that it's okay to do this on PulseX and Uniswap. It's not okay to just do it on any old smart contract. You got to really make sure the smart contract is safe first. So one more cool thing too, guys, if you want to add the tokens into MetaMask on the PulseChain testnet v3, I've heard a lot of people asking about this too. If you're connected to PulseChain testnet v3, let's switch the network back again, and you want those token logos to show up in your MetaMask account, it's really simple, guys. You just go right here, click the drop down, find all your tokens here, click this little fox icon, this little MetaMask icon, and this is going to go ahead and add the token directly to your MetaMask account without you having to go in and manually copy and paste the smart contract address and go looking it up on the block explorer. Okay, so this is very simple. Look what just happened, guys. I just added INC token, and now I see INC token with that nice little pretty logo in my MetaMask account. So that's, people are asking, how do you add tokens to your account? That's the easiest way. There are more difficult ways, like going to the block explorer, copy pasting the token address, but just click the little fox button, guys. You'll get your nice little logo there. Everything is fine. So, okay, I hope you guys learned something today. Make sure you like and subscribe. Enjoy the PulseChain testnet v3. Play with it. Prepare yourself for what's about to come because it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be glorious. I wish you guys the maddest of gains, and I will see you on the next video.